You know, some people don't care. But you and I are very much aware of human life. You know, you look at yourself. I look at myself sometimes and I'm so surprised. Things that I used to do 10 years ago, I can't do them anymore, you know. Yeah. So, evidently, something is going on. I'm getting somewhere. And these changes are going to take a toll on every one of us. Why is it important? It's important because we need to understand the brevity, the shortness of life. And whatever time, longer time, longevity God has given us, we must use it fruitfully. And let's not use it selfishly just for ourselves, but use it to help somebody else to be saved from the wrath of God that is to come. The whole reason why God called Israel, why did God call Israel? God called them to be their priests, the kingdom of priests to the nation, that through Israel, the rest of all the nations of the world will come to know God. But what did they do? They turned their back on God. Israel is not a nation, has never been a nation that take a stand, that people come and reflect on the presence of God. No. They want to be like the world instead of being an example for the world. And unfortunately, Christianity is going the same way. We want to be like the world instead of being an example for the world. It's not about being pious, it's not about being holy, it's just about being different. And so I beg you, as we move on and go along, let all of us individually remember that the reason for which we are saved and the believer is that we must bring somebody into their life. We must help somebody to escape the wrath of God. We must help somebody to come and know Jesus. Let me read something to you quickly and then we'll move on. How important is that? If you go to 2 Corinthians chapter 5, let me remind you the same thing that God asked Israel to do. God is asking you and all Christians to do it. Christianity is not just a theology that we come and agree and disagree or debate. Everybody that is being saved and born again, let me read to you this passage that Paul wrote. 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Chapter 5. Paul said, therefore from now on, Paul is talking to Christians who are reconciled unto God. Two things that Paul said, that when you become a Christian, when you become reconciled with God, when you become first of all, he said, it's if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. All things are passed away, behold, all things are becoming new. So the first thing that we all need to remember, that when we become Christians, we are new creation. God is beginning a new thing in us. God begins to rebuild our inner being. God begins to give us a new identity. So we are not as we supposed or used to be. Every born-again Christian is a new creation. So one of the ways you check your Christianity is how different you are now from the way you were before you became a Christian. If you are a Christian, you're still doing the things you have the attitude and behavior and everything as you used to before you start going to church and nothing has happened. Then check yourself. Then you are not a Christian. Every Christian must have a new beginning, a new creation, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. The way you think must begin to change. The way you act must begin to change. The way you project yourself, your character, everything in us must begin to change. If you think there are some people who have been in the church for 10, 20 years and have no record of change at all, that's not good. The number one test of Christian life is the change that begins to take place. You don't need a policeman. You don't need any assessment, psychological profile assessment. You just need to look at your life the way you are now and compare to your life the way you were before you go to church. Sadly, preachers and churches build this religion and people just come in and walk through and go. There's no change. If you bring change, people don't want to come to your church. You know, but we have to be honest with everybody that you don't need the pastor to be a policeman on you. You just need to be your own policeman. How you do it? Check your own foot. Be your own foot inspector. You just need to check your own foot. So when you become a Christian, Paul said you are a new creation. How do you know that you are a Christian? You become a foot inspector. You check the fruit of your life. Number one. That recognition of change is very, very important. It's not a metamorphosis or some kind of osmosis, laboratory. No. The Spirit coming into our spirit, beginning to change us day by day, by day, by day, by day. I always tell my wife, when I was not a Christian, I used to be a boxer. Not a professional, but I started boxing. So one of my joy, those days when I was very short, was to fight. Yeah, and I love to fight. I used to love to fight. I can go anywhere, get my crews together, stage a fight, and fight. People will be falling down, people will be bleeding, people will be losing their teeth. And we just enjoy. So even when I go home with my sisters who are older than me, when they see me, they can't believe it. You know, last time I sat down and I was talking, and I was saying things that we had some jokes that we used to joke when we were kids. And so the whole conversation was joking, and so you don't get upset anymore like you just said, no, I'm a Christian. Ask my wife, it would be very difficult for me to get upset to the point so I become so indignant. No, I've never been that way in the last 20-something years. No.
You mean they stepped on your toe?
If you step on my toe, I will elbow you, but I won't be. I'll give you my elbow. I won't be. No, I mean, what I'm saying is, we used to be. Wasn't a gang, but even in college, I always belonged to a group that fights. Yeah, and we go out and look for the fight.
Oh my God.
You know, but since I got born again, it hardly can get me upset. Sometimes I sound angry when I'm preaching than I do in regular life. Okay, and a lot of things that when I look back in my life, I can testify to myself that I'm changing. One of them is money. I was born in a family of business. So I was born to make money. I used to know how to make money. I used to know how to spend money. These days, if you ask my wife, when I'm walking, I'm thinking, sometimes for 10 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month, I don't even know. I don't think about it. No, my wife will look at my wife and say, yeah. When I'm not saved, money was the capsule of my life. I still work, I know how to make money, but money doesn't control me. I went to a church one day to preach. I preached for about 3 revivals, and at the end of the I drove all the way from, I don't know if you know the distance, from Connecticut to North Carolina, 10 hours, and I preached for the church, big church, for 3 days. All the time it took, somebody stole it off. So I had to ride back to Connecticut, put my own gas in my car. If I wasn't saved, you wouldn't get me now. I told my wife, she said, what did you do? I said, okay. Because then I begin to think that I'm going to repent. God is going to some way, somehow repent. So if I get angry, how can God repay me for something that I get angry for? God said, vengeance is mine, and I'll repay. So it just came with me directly. He said, don't fight these people, don't question them, don't even argue. Just get in your car, tell God I have money to put gas in my car to go back, and believe that God will reward you. So I just got in my car, I told the pastor, I said, okay, thank you, I know God will reward you. And God rewarded. God rewarded. I don't know how much the offering was, but when I drove back to the lady came to my office. Said, Pastor, I want to give you a warfare offering. And she wrote me a check for $3,000. I don't know how much the other ones are making. But somebody came to my church the following Sunday, came to my office and wrote me a check. Okay, if I had gotten angry and getting and maybe God will not have rewarded. So sometimes you have to give God the opportunity to prove himself that he's God in your life. People will take advantage of you. Vengeance is mine, I will pay. And let God fight your battles for you. If you let God take advantage, if people take advantage and you don't get even, in the flesh, you may look stupid. In the flesh, people will call you names. People will say you are a sword. In the flesh, people, no. In the spirit, you are the most powerful person. And God will reward you by all means. By all means. So those are some of the ways, and I can tell you about me, those are some of the ways that I check myself and I know that I am changing. You could drive from Connecticut to North Carolina 10 hours over 9 days, and then you tell me they steal the money. I would send in those days, I would send a check of $5. No, what I want to say, I will do something so dramatic, and everybody will regret. But as soon as I open my mouth to speak, the Holy Spirit doesn't allow me, God will repay. So I didn't even question the pastor. My wife said, you're lying. I said, okay, you're lying. Let them lie. By the payment, I got home and went to church on Sunday. Monday, I was in my office. Somebody said, Pastor, I just saw my business and I want to give you one offering personally for you, and wrote me a check for $3,000. It cost me about $150 of gas. So you can see, I want you to pay attention to how God deals with situations in your life. The devil is still going to use human beings. He's not going to use dogs, use cars. The devil is not going to use trees. The devil is definitely every time going to use human beings. And sometimes the sad thing is these human beings will be so close to you that if you think of doing something, you say, what if I do this? I do it myself. I think you get confused. So all you have to do is to say, well, God, take care of this. First you check, so you become what? A new creation. The next thing that you need to understand for salvation is when it comes to verse 20, Paul said, no, then we are ambassadors for Jesus. As though God were pleading to us, we implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. For he made him who is no sin for us, that we might become righteousness through him. So who's the phrase that we are ambassadors of reconciliation? We are ambassadors with God, reconciling the world to God. Isn't that great? That God has made us, commissioned us to be ambassadors, to represent Christ wherever we are. I mean, on the job, people may not respect you because you are a Christian. Okay? You also have to remember that this thing that we are talking is bigger than any human being, bigger than any power, it's bigger than any authority. We are a new creation. We are changing, not just metaphorically, but we are changing practically in life. And we are ambassadors, commissioned and ordained to represent Jesus Christ and reconcile the world to Christ. I mean, those of you who know a little bit about it, to be an ambassador means that you represent the whole nation. If you're an ambassador of the United States in Africa, that means the whole country of Ghana. You are the only individual that represents the whole of the United States, and the United States has invested in you the power and the authority to do everything on behalf of the United States. Right? Okay, so that's how we need to see our. There will be maybe there will not be any accolade, no flags or anything, but in our mind we need to see ourselves as ambassadors who represent Jesus. We represent God. People may know, they don't know, but the Bible says we are ambassadors by God to reconcile the world. So we are not just a new creation, but we are also ambassadors. Well, the reason why I'm saying this is that this is the reason why God is going to discipline or punish Israel, because God called them, ordained them to represent Him. But He didn't do it. You go to Exodus chapter 19, you see what God said there. So when you see yourself, don't look at yourself on how much money you make. Don't look at yourself on how many friends you have. Don't look at yourself on the size of your house. Don't look at yourself on who likes you or who don't. Look at yourself predictably based on what and who God said that you are.
Exodus, what you say, Pastor Exodus?
Exodus chapter 19. I'm going to find the verse. If you get Exodus 19, you start reading from 3, when Moses went on the mountain. And the Bible says in verse 1, on the 3rd month after the children of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt, on the same day they came to the wilderness of Sinai. For they had departed from Rephidim and had come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped there in the wilderness. So Israel camped there before the mountain. And Moses went up to God, and the Lord called him up, saying, say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel that you have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then listen to me. Then you shall be a special treasure to me above. For all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before them all these words which the Lord has commanded him. God asked Moses to go and tell the children of Israel when they came out from Egypt, that they are not better than any other nation. God said they are a special people unto him, contingent on if they will keep honor to God and obey him. That means if we keep, or if Israel had kept the word of God and obeyed God, there will be a special people on this earth. Not just a special nation or group of people, but it will be a kingdom. There will be a royal group of people that represent God and standing in God to represent the people before God. The priest's job is to stand in the gap between God and mankind and make the oblation and prayer. So Israel's job was to be the stand between the between the earth and heaven, between God and people. Peculiar people, special people, royal nation, that God literally. Now this was about how they came out of Egypt from slavery. And God said, hey guys, Moses, tell you to do this. They are now what they think they are. They're not better than the Babylonians, they're not better than the Egyptians, they're not better than any nation. But I have made them to be a peculiar special people of me. I have ordained them to be a kingdom of Israel. I'm saying all this to say that to do that. Therefore, in the book of showing this, one of the reason why you do. In fact, the police are all in this way because of this. And my thing is that anything when we are begin everything. Israel, but guess what? It was now, in the context of tribulation, let me just go and relate it from God. God is like a conversation. So on the sense of is for to be ignorant extra the knowledge of made us. I go to where we start to have down the knowledge of God, which some people would say, Pastor, you just talk about it. You have to take your children to have it's not easy. Right. My poor folks in the jungle go to hell because God, they go to hell because somebody refused to pass down the knowledge of God. They were able to pass down the knowledge of fathers and mothers put down and tell us generation where we came from. It's a great grandfather from. Where I'll be back in another I never know. I ever knowledge. I don't do much. I'm just talking about how easy the devil is to begin to think about the science of evolution and just to forget about God. We're talking about human life, and if there's a human life on Mars, the people were there before they came on. We are not really there, but God was kind of transient, a Homo sapiens, and over from Mars dropped, and and then it becomes peace. And they're trying all they convince this young man to believe God is serious about teaching the young generation. God! Not just preaching. Lay people do their home, they're all ignorant. This accusation of the time. Prayer. God will send all the people who don't know what to have. They don't want it. It's not God's fault. It's the fault of the generation before generation. All the people refuse and turn to our God. As the respect was diminished, same thing is going on today. At home, in the school system, and the remote control by Satan. This institution in this world, controlled by God, is controlled by Satan. Satan don't have to have a move and a blood judge and a whatever you call to be Satan. Satan is marked to new age in Christian that give step by step. Only those put you out of the kind of home. My children was to the tribulation. Yeah, I'm not trying to be guilty. Open our mind, create a strategic. So those who are going to go to the tribulation, the opportunity of Jesus. So wait a minute. You have friends who don't save them to make it a through you, transform you to and into the knowledge of we before know how this tribulation. Jesus, yes. How God believe what the consequence of revelation of Satan is all revelation. The unbelieving God was doing. People who never haven't had it with Jesus. They ask me to come out of this. That's what we are God of and wrapped up the church. So the church being an ambassador to represent God, Israel. The church also refused to do what is the chance for? My point is one of the Jesus of the temple. We, the temple, just so the stone shall be left in this place, in the temple. Jesus died. After Jesus died, just about 40 years after the death of Jesus, Titus came from Rome and destroyed the whole temple. There was no brick left, just like Jesus prophesied. One of the things that made the disciples to preach this gospel and give their life to it, Paul and all of them, is that everything that was going to happen after the way Jesus said it was going to happen. That's one of the things that we Christians have to be very mindful about. Everything that Jesus said will happen, had happened, or shall happen, the way he said it would be. So for us Christians, we cannot live our life in ignorance. We cannot live our life as if we don't know. Jesus said the great tribulation is going to happen. According to Daniel, it's going to be 70 years. We're going to talk about this next week. All the specific things that are going to happen during that 7 years of the tribulation. How the Antichrist is going to be revealed. How the tribulation is going to be intensified. How people are literally going to be. Now, just look at what's going on in the world now with ISIS, with everybody, and multiply that with gazillion times of happening simultaneously. All these things are happening, are being done by humans. This guy in Orlando, Florida, who killed 149 people, he was just a regular guy going to work with everybody. When the devil got into him, he got out, bought a gun, went to the gate club, signed up, get the label, went out, came back, and that's how much the devil can influence people to do, and more. This guy who was a soldier, born here in America, went to school, the use of American government money to educate himself to get a master's degree in counseling. And when his fellow soldiers were having a meeting, he was supposed to be part of the meeting. He walked in the meeting with a gun and killed 13, right? Killed 13 soldiers. That's how the right? Okay, Andy? Okay, he has a doctor's degree, medical doctor's degree. But when the devil got into him, he killed 13 people before somebody shot. So these are not things that, thank God, that they are not things that are history. These are happening before our very eyes. And I'm saying to you that Jesus said, when the tribulation comes, the things that are going to happen on this planet are going to be an intensity of these things that are happening. These are just piece of cake now that are happening. And the only thing that is going to save anybody is the salvation that we have in Jesus. So I beg you and I need to pray hard. We are need to work hard. That as much as in us is, everybody that God made into life will find an opportunity to tell the goodness of the salvation of Jesus. We don't have to go to hell. The tribulation is coming. If you're not saved, you go wrong. Just tell them that the world is going to end. Jesus is coming to save us. This is the plan of salvation. Count yourself, consider yourself an ambassador representing Jesus. You don't get paid for it. But it is great to be an ambassador of Jesus, to represent him. And another thing I'll say quickly before we go is that but because God does not waste his power, he only gives the power to those who are going to use it. So you have to be prepared to do it in order for God to give you the power to do that. Okay? So, for the sake of those who are in the world out there, and for the sake of the goodness of God, let us take our stand and promise and covenant with ourselves to bring as many people into the kingdom, help as many people as we can to be saved, to escape the wrath of God, the tribulation that is going to happen. Okay? So the tribulation is going to be the judgment of God on unbelievers, the judgment of God upon godlessness, the judgment of God on the inhabitants of this earth who deny Jesus and the salvation that Jesus brings. It's going to be so intense that none of it has happened before, and after that, there is none of it to come. Nobody can tell us how it is because nobody has experienced it before. But because Jesus said it, we also have to believe that it's going to happen. Okay? I mean, I don't mean to scare you, but it's better to be prepared than to repair. You know, my father always tells us it's better to be prepared than to repair. Okay, if you prepare and you don't do anything, it's better than to sit down and then the thing broke, you are going to repair. So it's better to prepare ourselves for this thing. Because Jesus said we don't know the time or the hour. But because, hear me carefully, because Jesus said it, it is going to happen, just as he says. And you and I are free, we are saved, we will be delivered. But our friends, our co-workers, our neighbors, some of our children who don't know Jesus, who don't know God, if it happens tonight, they're not going to escape. And it has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with anything. It has everything to do with Jesus. Okay? That's that. So, the word is called tribulation. Another word for of God, anger of God, or the judgment of God upon the world of unbelievers, of godlessness, and people who refuse to receive God's salvation. Okay? Any questions?
But if you need to get out long answer, I'll ask you after the service.
No, ask me. Everybody needs to hear. I won't give you a lot of time.
Information against nations, earthquakes, and famines, and chaos. That's already started.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's nations in different parts of the world that are doing that.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's persecution of the Christians, like in Africa, in Uganda, Nigeria. That has already started.
Yes.
So that is the beginning. It's already started.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So the good thing is that are going to happen 2,000 years ago. So for you and for me, it's an awakening. It's a reminder. What's going on in the world now is not an accident. It's a prophetic prediction of prophecy of Jesus that this thing will happen. And Jesus said, when this thing begins to happen, then we Christians should look out because the end is near. So politicians can explain what to. Scientists can explain it any way they want to. Anthropologists can explain it any way they want to. Even theologians can explain it any way they want to. Religion against religion, radical Muslims, Israel. So for us, these are the signs of the warning that it's time Jesus is coming back soon. And we need to prepare ourselves. We need to prepare the world. We need to prepare our friends. We need to become ambassadors, fish out and bring out as many people as we can from the world into the kingdom of God before it happens. So the yellow light or the green light is on, and after the green light, the red light comes on. Okay. No, after the green light, the yellow comes before the red. Okay. So now we have the yellow light. Yeah. Okay. We Christians have the yellow light. We see the yellow light now with all the things I mentioned that is going on. It means that after the yellow light, the red light comes. Jesus comes back and everything is. And I've said a lot of things, so don't be confused. Tribulation is the wrath of God, the judgment of God, the punishment of God upon the world of unbelievers. Ungodliness. It doesn't matter what country, what village, what jungle. If you're born in the ivory towers of New York or you're born in the jungles of Africa, tribulation is tribulation. Everybody is going to be affected. Everybody is going to be affected. The only remedy is Jesus. The only salvation is Jesus. The only way out is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Okay? Thank you for coming out and God bless you. Let us pray. This time I pray for us.
Thank you, Lord, for the word that we have received through our pastor, Father God. We ask you to bless everybody that has faith you, and they will be doer of your word and blessing God on
Thank you so much. So we'll see you right here on Sunday. If you want to pray, come join us on Friday. We shout and pray and call upon the Lord, and God moves in a mighty way. So if you have any questions about this, these are topics that are deep in the Bible, stand biblically, know what you're talking about before you can discuss it. So if you go talk to somebody and they ask you questions, don't try to answer or say what you don't know. Okay, just tell them I don't know this, but I will ask my pastor or I will find out and I will tell you what the Bible says. So far, this is what the Bible says.
Oh, bring them on.
Thank you so much, Brother Jay. Sister Rachel, thank you. And ladies,